The content browser serves quite a great role in your workflow inside of Cinema 4D. Because if you go to the content browser, you will find that you have some presets available, and you'll also be able to save things to the content browser itself. For example, I'm going to go to the File menu here, and I can choose New Preset Library. I can also choose New Catalog, or if I want to see a new browser, I could choose that as well. And like many of the little menus here, we can tear it off. So I'm going to go here and tear that off if I want to really add things and work in it quite a bit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, New Preset Library, and I'll just call it Robots. Our folder is open for us and is waiting for us to put content into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our new library that we have here, and I'm going to go to my Objects menu. And if you want to know how you can get things from one of these to the other, you can simply right-click on the Content Browser tag or name and choose Undock. And we can put this over here, and then we can grab our robot, which is right here, the HyperNerbs object, which I didn't name yet. Shame on me. I'm going to drag that right on in here. All right, so I'll give that a second, and now we have a little tiny preview as to what that looks like. So when you close the little window, you can always bring it back by simply going to the Window menu and choosing Content Browser again. Now what I can do is I can take this window, and you see that I am looking at the preview of the robot. Let's say I want to create some new stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and expand this a little bit. I click the little arrow here, and I can go back to my presets, and I have my new category, robots. How cool is that? Double click on it, and here's my robot. So I'm going to create a brand new scene here, and I'm going to take the robot, and I'll just drag him out, and there he is. And I can have a whole army of robots. Of course, we can use the cloners to do this more efficiently, but as you can see, it's pretty cool. Very handy for structures that you use all the time, vehicles, buildings, anything that you need to have. You want to build it one time, do a great job, and then use it in your other workflows, your other scenes. You could put materials in here as well very easily, or you can create a whole nother content browser library. So I can, for example, grab the eyes color, throw that in there. I can grab this green, throw that in there, or whatever colors I want to. So let's say I create a different robot, but I want the same colors. Not a problem. I can simply just drag those colors onto my objects. You know what I'm saying? So it's a really, really cool way of working. Now let's take a look at what else is inside of this content browser. So I click this little home icon, and this takes me to my computer. All right, so I'm now on my actual computer itself. If I want to go back to the content browser, hit the back button again, and I can go and double click on the presets. And let's take a look at what's in here. So we have, if we go to, for example, maybe the broadcast category, we see some 3D objects in here. Technology, I have a computer in here. So I go ahead and drag that out. Or I can double click on it. So let me go ahead and move that computer. Here's that laptop. I'll go ahead and scale that guy up. And the robot can, of course, use the computer if he wants to. Go ahead and rotate that around. And there's tons and tons of items inside of this little window. All right, so as you can see here, we have computers. And just like any other file structure you'll find in a computer, you can hit the left button or the next button to go back and forth. So we can go to, for example, let's say what's in food. Oh, hamburger. I think the Android robot likes burgers. So we can, of course, drag that in there. So it's really invaluable.